What's good, y'all? I just rolled into Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the weather is pretty nice. Rode up the Muskogee Turnpike, which was nice. Speed limit is 80, which is kind of crazy. I mean, like 80 miles per hour. I definitely didn't go 80 miles per hour. That's too fast for a Sprinter van. But yeah, Tulsa's nice. Oklahoma's pretty nice, beautiful scenery in general. Driving through here, a lot of farmland. You know how it goes. But yeah, I spent a few days in Memphis, and I didn't really stay in Memphis, Tennessee, though. If you cross the Mississippi River, you're immediately in Arkansas, and right there is a little town called West Memphis. And I stayed there because all the truck stops were there, and it was such a cool town, though. Like, it makes me, like, I have so many feelings when I go to a town like that, because, I just growing up in Alabama and stuff, I guess, like, it's just such a town that, like, you can feel the potential of, like, it being awesome. It's made up of a main drag, pretty much, and it seems like it's kind of like a downtown, but it's not. It's just, the town's so small that it kind of encapsulates every one street practically. And yeah, it's just like all the businesses were like super old. You can tell that it's just like it's had some life, and it was pretty sweet. Everybody was like so nice. Everybody was so kind, and I really dug it. I love towns like that. It's so funny, like, being in the South, and like the way that people treat you. It's I mean, I love living in New York City, and I love, like, the attitude and everything, but it's so crazy. Like, I went to pick up this load, and everybody was like waving at me, and I was waving back. I was like, yo, what's up? It's like when I guess it's like when you live in a small town like that, just like seeing faces, just anybody's face, it's so great. And it's so nice to just like catch a smile, a piece of human life, wherever it is. And it just feels so human. It feels so, back to the bone, But yeah, it was cool. I love being in the South. Growing up, I always had really, I mean, I had like mixed feelings about it, but I also, it's like you're trying to like you're trying to like come into your own identity. And one of the things about the South is that, there's like very high expectations of how you choose to live your life, I guess. And most people who are born there, they choose to live their life a certain way. And I just, like, I don't know, like, that way was not really my calling, It was not exactly who I related to. And it's nothing against that way. I mean, I guess it has to do with like the church mostly. It's like the church is so entrenched in everything about the South, and in a lot of ways it's good, and in some ways it's complicated and oppressive, and yeah, and especially when I was young, when you're like fucking 12 years old, the whole world is oppressing, and like you feel like everybody is like fucking. I mean, I didn't feel like everybody was out to get me, but like it was just like, fuck, like I just felt no connection with anybody, and had the regular middle schooler, high schooler feelings. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's cool being back for the time being. Yeah, I'm about to head back to New York City this week for a job interview. I've been doing this van stuff since the beginning of June, pretty much, and it's just not, it's not breaking even, it's not making sense in the monetary sense, and something's got to change. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to next month. And, I can't, it's not that I don't have any money, but it's that the amount of money that it takes is kind of like gargantuan, it's fucking crazy. And I'm just now I found out I get my DOT number on Tuesday, and Tuesday is like the 30th, and it's just, I don't even know, like, if I would be able to get a load, because most brokers, they're like, you gotta have 90 days on your DOT before we even mess with you. I do have the $1 million insurance though, so maybe I could come through. I have a little bit of experience, I have a bunch of lades that I could show people. I don't know. I don't even know if they fucking care about that kind of shit. Like, I really don't. It's kind of like a wait and see type of thing, but otherwise I'm like trying to make some moves, I miss New York. I want to go back, I want to be like back there, I guess. And really just experience the city again, try and like acclimate into a society. I don't know, like I feel like I'm like working a lot, on this van shit, and it's like every time I get a fucking piece of something, I gotta fucking pay for it in the van. So yeah, shit isn't working out in the van life for me. If it is for you, then good for you. I mean, shit, get it how you live it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I see a lot of people doing the same thing that I am. It's a really interesting experience just being able to like roll around America and just like book up somewhere, and see the sights. I don't know, like it's kind of crazy, but at the same time you're just like, you're literally like a sim in a virtual reality practically, and it's like you don't know anybody, you don't like you can only like associate yourself to a certain degree. I don't really know what's going on in any city, because like a lot of social media and stuff, they aggregate based off of like where you're at and your GPS and shit, and like by the time I leave one city, that city is showing up like in my Instagram feed. It's like it doesn't even matter, like, and I guess like it's just, it is what it is. I mean, shit, I can't really say much more about it. But yeah, America is America, I guess, and I feel like I'm not really missing out on anything spectacular. The weather in the East is a lot better than the weather in the West, that's for damn sure. Not knocking the West in any way, but it's like, damn, it's pretty fucking hot over there. But yeah, kind of ready to get home, figure out some alternate routes of life, I guess, you know, maybe get another barista job, and you know, just take it easy, trying to like reconfigure myself. But this was a good experience. This is a good like experimental like outing, just to see what it was like and experience, like, you know, just, yeah, I don't know, it's not trucking, but it is trucking in a way. And so, yeah, I love you all. Hope you have a good night. Bye bye.